What's up guys, Cody from Pink Gorilla here. It is October 4th and I've got some really cool stuff here at the University District store that I would like to share with you. First things first, I know it's been a long time since I made one of these videos, maybe a month and a half, and a lot of things have flown in and out of the store. Since then we've also closed the Bellevue store, we've gone under new ownership, and we finished up PAX Prime, which is always our busiest time of the year. So I finally have time to make some videos again and catch you up on some of the great stuff here in the store. So I'm going to do little chunks of really great rare stuff right here in the front so you can see it. Move on your way if you don't want to see the other non-video game stuff that we got traded in at the store. So, first things first, I have a copy of Skeleton Crew for the Sega Genesis. Now here's a game I have never seen before, and I've worked here about 5 or 6 years. So Skeleton Crew, I believe it's called isometric, where it's kind of like looking down on your player, and you shoot around, kind of like Smash TV, but from like a different angle. You can actually see some gameplay footage of it here. And it looks pretty cool. It plays really well, and the graphics are pretty amazing for a Sega Genesis game. So, next up we have Vice Project Doom. One of the games that I grew up playing and loved a lot. It has 2 different gameplay styles. You have your normal platformer, like you can use a sword and a gun, and I believe grenades. And then there's also like car shooting parts of it, and it even has like little kind of cutscenes and stuff. It's pretty 80s, pretty cool looking. Definitely a rare game. And finally, an LJN game that is actually okay. I wouldn't go so far as to say it's great, but Nightmare on Elm Street. It's the object of the game, like you won't know unless you look it up. The object of the game is to collect Freddy's bones and get to the end of the stage, and then you fight Freddy Krueger in like some sort of different form in each of the houses until you get to the end, and I won't spoil that for you. So, those are some of the kind of rare games we got traded in here. I'll try to show you some more maybe tomorrow or sometime later this week. But also, I've got some pretty interesting consoles that you don't see every day. Here's definitely kind of a more rare one. It's the TurboGrafx 16. Now this one has the CD attachment port. So on here there was a CD Walkman that you could actually pull off and take with you and listen to CDs and stuff. That part is always broken on like every one of these things. It's very hard to find that CD attachment. So what we've got here is the CD port attached to the TurboGrafx 16. So this thing itself can just, as is, play TurboGrafx 16 games. It can't play the CD games unless you find that CD attachment. So this here, let's see, I'll show you this. This is pretty interesting. This thing actually just comes right off. So there, you just got a TurboGrafx, and here's this big thing that's mostly just plastic. But yeah, pretty cool. I'm hoping that I can find the person who has a working one of these CD attachments, but not the system. That would be a miracle. There's probably like only one of you guys out there. So if you're that person, please come in and get yourself this machine. Next up, I have an Intellivision. Not a super rare console, it's just super rare to find one that works well. And we have one here. It's a little bit beat up on the top, like lots of little scratches on the gold part, but everything is working perfectly. Hey, what's up guys? I'm back. I just had someone come in to buy something, so I had to stop the video. But here I've got a ColecoVision. So right along with the Intellivision, another console that like isn't super rare or anything, but is never working right, ever. So I've got a perfectly good working console here. Also not in the perfect aesthetic like condition, but it's in pretty good condition. So got that as well. So we've got the Intellivision, ColecoVision, and TurboGrafx 16. Pretty not common to find consoles. A couple more video games here. I'm gonna move on to some neat little like knickknacks that we've got here at the store, and I'm gonna close the video out. Here I've got every Pokemon you could ever want, almost. Pokemon Fire Red, Emerald. Oh, I've also got Leaf Green over there. Silver, Blue, and Gold. And with all of our Pokemon games, we make sure to open them up, check to make sure they're authentic, and also replace the batteries even if they don't need them. Like if the save battery saves, we're like, it only costs a little bit to put in a brand new battery that's guaranteed to last for like, I think 8 or 9 years. So might as well do that, and we do that with all of our Pokemon games that use batteries. So pretty cool. Also, I've got an extra special game here. We are literally the only physical store in the world that is selling this. It is Octodad for the PS4 and Vita. They are $25 each, and I'm sure you guys have all heard of Octodad. It's like a pretty funny game. You control Octopus Father's limbs, and he's supposed to do basic things. Like one of the first things you do is find a key and then use the key on the keyhole. That's pretty hard for a guy without bones, so it's I hope you can understand that. I can't actually pull up any gameplay footage in this video, but you might just have to look it up on YouTube yourself. Octodad is a really funny game, PS4 and Vita. The controls surprisingly translate over very well, and it only came out digitally, so this is the only physical way to get it. I believe there's like 4,500 copies out there, and we've got some of them, so come in and get your very special limited edition Octodad. And now, moving on to stuff that is not video games that we've got here in the store. As promised with our Goodbye Bellevue video, we will be restocking cards. And sure enough, we have got Kaladesh. We've got tons of Kaladesh. We've already sold out of the bundles, however, but we have some of the, I believe they're called intro packs. I'm not a big card guy. Intro packs, plenty of booster packs, and even a deck builder's toolkit. We got one of those. I know they're not popular, they're for like beginners, so if you're getting into Magic, this thing's perfect for you. We also have the new Yu-Gi-Oh series. What is this called? Duelist Pack, Rivals of the Pharaoh. So we're getting all the new packs of like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Magic as soon as they come out, so you can count on us to have those for you. And speaking of cards, I have got tons of Amiibo cards. I don't know if I ever told you guys before, but we have individual Amiibo cards for sale. Any foil cards are $3 each, and any non-foil cards are $1 each. And we have them all each separated in these different binders here. So if you're going for a complete set, this is the place for you. Looks like we have basically all of Series 1, a lot of Series 2, and very little of Series 3 at the moment. So I don't know if you guys heard, but Animal Crossing is doing an update where they clear out all the weeds from your town, and now these Amiibo cards will be able to bring a villager into your town in Animal Crossing New Leaf. So, pretty neat. There's finally a use for these cards if you're done with Happy Home Designer. Finally, closing out, I've got some cute little plushies here. These are called, they're actually called on like the order form like Sleeping Eevee plush, but like most of them just seem to be winking, so I'm gonna call them that. But here we've got Eevee, Flareon, and Jolteon. Also, Vaporeon, everyone's favorite from Pokemon Go. Leafeon, and Glaceon. And then the cutest one of them all, Pikachu in a Snorlax, what do you call this, like sleeping bag. So I don't know if you can see that very well, but also you can take off this hood, and there's Pikachu. Pretty cute. This guy's been really popular. I think we only have like 2 or 3 left. So anyway guys, thanks for watching. I hope to make these videos a little more frequently. And see you around. Please shop at Pink Gorilla. Stop at any of our locations. Oh yes, website. We'll be back in November. See ya.